I'm architect Christine Lam from IDIS Limited. Because now I think the public generally have more interest in architecture. I mean, objects is not just a housing or any office buildings, but they're more like objects and icon buildings, and that actually just attracts all the people and appreciate the architecture more than before. It's something more than just building buildings, and we are actually designing something and deliver buildings for people who enjoy using it. They want something that a landmark building that represents the country, represents cities, and they also feel proud of having the building there. So, and it becomes a very fashionable thing because they try to compare architecture together with the arts and design, for example, fashion, because we're doing a lot of facades work and envelope of the building, and then this is something like we never looked at it before like that. Is like a graphics design patterning, and it combining the fashion, because we have got the cutting, the volume, the space, and it's combining all the arts and design together, and it's just more than architecture itself now. The bird's nest is a very successful one because you don't expect Chinese, I mean mainland Chinese will be that open, because it's really something alien to what they see every day, and suddenly it becomes an object and it's a bird's nest. And then, but you can see if you go to Beijing, and a lot of people really like that building. And
Vincent Pang, and I'm an architect. Actually, I like it since I was young. Maybe the influence from my teacher, my high school teacher, and I went to US to study when I was 17. Once I graduated in 2000, and I worked in US for a year before I came back to Hong Kong to work. And I started my own practice 2 years ago. I think I see every design is a challenge, and our design intention is to try to break through the limitation, and but at the same time also fulfill all the client's requirement. And we want to do something new, but not to repeat the same stuff again and again and again. Yeah, that's the fun part, I think. Yeah. First of all, we need an idea, and based on the client's requirement, and we want to find something that is not really limited in architecture itself, and try to find something out of the scope of architecture. For example, maybe from movies, or from the nature, you know, or from other aspects, and then try to bring it into the architecture, and have some idea, you know, some new idea for the design. Yeah.
I'm Douglas Ho, and I'm an architect practicing in Hong Kong. I've been practicing since 10 years ago. This is actually my 10th year. That's the one of the special architecture award awarded by the Hong Kong Institute of Architects. It's for an alteration and addition project in Tin Shui Wai. It's about converting a car park into a creativity media lab, and for us that project it was done within a pretty short period of time, but and also because it's a car park, and the physical constraints there was huge. The team did a great job in doing something quite different, and I think the response was quite good. And what we did is that we created some kind of skin, that forms the walls, but the walls are not really straight walls. And then also the ceiling is not just a floor ceiling, but with like another layer of skin encapsulating the space. And I think the effect was quite good, and works out well. And I think we did achieve what we set out to achieve.
I'm Chiu Mei Mary Grace, and I'm from architecture or interior. And my father worked in the construction industry, and then he told me that architects is very good, have a good salary, and then good recognition, and then and then I studied architecture, but finally I found it's totally different. There's one interior building that I like, is because it's challenging, because it's a very small apartment, only 250 square feet. It's very small, but in order to make the small space workable, and I think it's very challenging.
How do you incorporate environmentally sustainable practices into your work?
At the moment, I still haven't done one yet, because it's still difficult to do it in Hong Kong, because it needs to have some budget, and then the clients needs to have that kind of a sense. And in Hong Kong, it's still difficult to persuade client to do so. Because I hope I can do one in future.